Are you angry at your body because you have vaginismus? Hi, I'm Dr. Darshana. I'm a pelvic health expert, and vaginismus is what I treat all day long for last many years, right? And here's something that I wanted to create a video on because I see this in a lot of my patients. A lot of people, a lot of women who experience penetrative pain often are very smart, very productive, very get shit done kind of people. They generally figure stuff out. So they feel very stumped by this problem. They feel like, what am I, an idiot? Like 15-year-old girls can figure out how to have sex. Why can't I figure that out, right? And that anger is more directed towards this feeling of failure. It almost feels like you're failing at something that is supposed to be so easy and so basic. And yet it is anything but easy for you, right? Which creates this further almost frustration and negativity associated with it. And what do you think your body is doing when you're feeling angry or frustrated? It clamps down even more, right? These are humans that have navigated some really complicated, complex life challenges or work challenges. They are generally problem solvers. They know how to power through. They know how to muscle through, right? So, which is what they do here. They will then go on the internet, use their favorite search engine, end up in some thread of Reddit, or just kind of like create a plan, use their favorite AI to like create a spreadsheet of, I'm going to order dilators and I'm going to do this, and it's still not working, right? Because think about it. If the same strategy could work, it would have already. But a lot of times I see people who have had this problem for 5, 6, 10 years, and they finally get to me because now they have decided they want to have a baby. And now the stakes are high. Now it feels like I need this solved yesterday, right? So here's one thing I tell all of my patients is, this is not working because you are not stretching a tight muscle. You think your vagina has a tight muscle and you just need a plan to stretch it, right? What you're doing is you are reconnecting some of your internal beliefs with your body, right? You have a muscle that is scared. It's not tight, it is scared. You may or may not be aware of it, but it is. And in order for us to change the response of a scared muscle, we need to start at a different starting point. What works for a tight hamstring is stretching. What works for a pelvic floor that's guarding you against pain, which is a potential threat, stretching is not the only answer, right? We need to start at a different approach. So if you're feeling angry at your body, it is normal. If you feel like you're failing, that feeling is also normal because it can feel that way. But here's a perspective shift I need you to have is, you're just playing a different game, right? You are not trying to stretch a muscle that's tight. You're just trying to understand what is it that triggers this guarding from your body. Unless you root cause what that is, your body is just trying to protect you. It's not failing. It is actually trying extra hard to protect you. Unless you figure out what it is that it is causing that response, you're not going to see like a breakthrough, right? And that's what we do in the clinic all day long. That's called biopsychosocial approach. That's called understanding where this response is coming from. Is it coming from tight hips? Then the answer might be just stretching, right? Is it coming from your belief system around sex and sexuality? Then we might need to address some of those barriers. Is it coming from a stress and anxiety-ridden lifestyle? Then we need to have some tools to address that, because as much as you may not be aware of it, it is playing a part in it, right? So if you're angry, if you're feeling frustrated, while that is a normal and natural response, powering through is not what solves it. Taking a step back and understanding what is it that your body is really trying to do, because you believe it or not, you and your body are on the same team. I know when you're having pain, it may feel like you're on different teams. It may feel like what your brain and your mind wants, your body's just not doing it, and you feel frustrated with it. I get it. But it is because your body's speaking a language you're not understanding. And you might just need an expert to figure out what's really going on. But it is a solvable problem. And it is one of the most wonderful feelings as an healthcare expert to see when people finally feel like, oh, I'm happy about my body versus I feel angry or frustrated, right? So hang in there. This can be solved. If you need help figuring this out, you know where to find me.